Welcome back to the next video. This video we're going to be talking about ILS demand data and how it is used and inputted into Avsights. At this point you should know what ILS demand data is. If not, please go back and watch that video. Just as a brief refresher though, it is basically this data that we get from ILS. Hits, sources out there, kind of a range of data, and then we break it down into just a couple easy numbers to look at, so we're not looking at quite all of this data. Now, in Avsights, where you're going to find that, anytime you're doing a part research, you're going to find that under the pricing tab. Of course, you've got the little gear to show, make sure you're looking at what you want. This is how I've got my setup. This works for me, but as long as you're looking at kind of these numbers, you should be okay, depending on the order. The two that you're specifically going to be looking at are these end users, this end user number here, and the sources per month here. Basically, this number boils down to end users per sources, or it kind of gives you that equation. Basically, anything kind of 0.1 is worth taking a look at, and anything 0.5 or higher is really kind of really what we're going for. And then your sources per month. This can vary based on being a very low number, in which it may be really hard to find a good deal because there's just not as many out there, and most of the time the people that have it kind of know what's going on with it. And then you can get something that's way too high, and then it's just really hard to find a good deal because you just don't know all the information, because there's just so many out there and anybody could drop their price kind of at any time. So the number I kind of like to sit at is between about 30 and 110, 120, somewhere right around there. Means we can get good research on it and find a good deal, but we can also restock it if we sell it, right? So that's kind of where I like to sit, but we can use this in our negotiations as well. When you're negotiating with somebody to buy something, oh, but there's 100 people out there that have them, or whatever. And also the same way, if we have an item in stock that we've got very few sources, there's not many out there. I know what I've got, so I'm going to keep my price pretty firm. So that's kind of where those numbers live. That's where they break down. As you can see, this data is updated pretty regularly. We buy a lot of that data from ILS and make sure that demand is updated and in here. If you see something you want to track and need to start tracking, just let the team know, and we'll start adding that to the list and make sure we get that tracked there. That's about it for where that lives. If you got any questions, let us know. Thanks.